Welcome, Jason here from Dynamic Body FX and the Indoor Boot Camp. And yes, the new year is approaching, so you are probably thinking about your fitness mission if you're not on it already. So this is a few videos about the fitness fundamentals. Number one, the push-up. Everybody knows the push-up or press-up, although you are probably, like me, seen lots of strange versions of this particular exercise. Its purpose is numerous. It is obviously functionally in nature a very good way of just lifting you from the ground or crawling or various movements. But it also basically strengthens the chest, the backs of the arms or the triceps, the fronts of the shoulders, anterior deltoids, but it also has a knock-on effect of increasing your overall body awareness and the strength of your core area, i.e. your abdominals and those internal stabilizing muscles, and also the downward retractive qualities of the scapula, which is extremely important for your good posture and keeping all those organs and joints in the place that they're supposed to be. So first I'm going to demonstrate two versions of the basic push-up. Full push-up and half push-up. Feet up or down. It doesn't really matter where you are at the beginning, whether you can do a full one or a half one. But there are certain key elements which are extremely important to follow. Number one, that your hands are under your shoulder area and that your head is in front of your hands. So if you imagine a pyramid, your hands are at the base of the pyramid and your forehead is aiming at the top of the pyramid. So as you lower, your head will move down towards this area. So this line will always be in line with the center of your chest, certainly never going over your shoulders, which will end up looking like this version of the push-up, which you see quite a lot, like I don't know what it is, or this one where the hands are in front and the hips are going up and down, which mostly children do. So it's lovely. So when we do the full push-up, into position here, stabilize the abdominals one leg at a time, ensuring that the spine or the head stays neutral. First we see that we can hold the high plank. When you know that you can hold the high plank and you're secure here, then you can just practice a small push-up. If that feels like you can control and maintain your protection in your spine, because that's the area, your lumbar spine, that may fall, then if you can, you continue to the full push-up. And again, throughout the movement, I'm using my breath in the way that works for me. The way that works for you may be different, but mostly I'm keeping the length through my body and making sure at the points of contact, 1, 2, 3, I feel my body stretched out along and braced in the center. If I do a half push-up, which means on my knees, I've got a nice soft pad here, but you could use you could use a towel under your knees if you needed some extra support. Vice versa, would that be vice versa? It might be. Your wrists, if you've got any carpal tunnel syndrome or any type of instability in your wrists, you may need to use a towel just to change the angle, because this can be quite tough for people. Could be here, even if a full push-up or a half push-up. Now, say I didn't need to use that. Half push-up, I still engage my abdominals, still lengthen through the spine. And push. And push. Breathe. Now what's important is, as you come down, try to limit your elbows coming out to the side, because that creates a lot of problems in the wrist joints and the elbow joint. Do your best to keep your elbows quite close to your body, so that hinge joint here between the humerus and the ulna is working exactly as it should. Okay. Now when you do the push-up, first see if you can do a quarter. or a half. If you can do 10 or 20, that's excellent, but the form is the most vital thing. The push-up is an extremely important component of fitness because it can be adapted into a lot of different types of movements. There's a good amount of strength, you can increase it to incorporate explosiveness, and again, ultimately it can help to stabilize your body because to do it correctly, your upper back must work in conjunction with those anterior muscles of the body. So if you've got any questions about that, then please come to Indoor Bootcamp and see me, or contact me and I will help you with your push-ups and those other fitness fundamentals which you may have questions about. See you soon.